This is what hunger looks like. Stacks and stacks of food, hundreds and hundreds of boxes of cereal, and thousands of cans of vegetables. This food will be distributed to more than 57,000 families in the Erie region. Families who are hungry and who go to bed every night not knowing when they'll have their next meal. The Second Harvest Food Bank of Northwest Pennsylvania supplies food to people in an 11-county region. The food bank is a private, nonprofit organization that works to reduce hunger and the waste of food in the Erie area. In a rough economy, more and more people are looking for help. Last year alone, over 72,000 people relied on donations from the food bank. Karen Sedgy is the executive director of the food bank. Sedgy has seen her share of heartache over the 2 decades she's been here. Sedgy says that hunger is only part of the issue and that the food bank can only do so much to help the hungry.
But we're going to keep doing what we do, and that's feed people, and that's a lot easier than solving poverty. So
what the food bank does is get food to those who need it most. In 2011 alone, the food bank distributed over 9 million pounds of food. All of the food bank's employees and volunteers work hard to move this food out of the warehouse and into area food pantries.
No, and it had nuts in it too.
Sister Karen Kosen is one of the food bank's 24 employees. Kosen says when she started working here, she only planned to stay for 1 year. That was over 20 years ago.
Well, that's why I've been here so long. I've enjoyed the work. It's been a good staff. We get along well. We work together as a team, and it's fulfilling. Plus, I know that I'm helping, my work is helping other people.
And helping people is what the food bank does. The food bank supplies over 250 organizations in the region. Sedgy says donations come from a variety of places, including manufacturers, food drives, local farms, and local grocery stores.
we go there and we pick up their day-old breads and pastries and dairy items that are close to code date and deli sandwiches that are close to code date.
Retailers cannot put food on their shelves that is imperfect, even if the food is still good. If food is past the code date, which is the sell-by or expiration date, or if it looks imperfect, grocery stores will not sell it. The rest of the food bank's donations come from a partnership with a national organization called Feeding America.
We have an arrangement with them where if there is a big manufacturer like Procter & Gamble, Keebler, Nabisco, Kraft Foods, those kind of big manufacturers, when they've got a large donation, and usually it's sometimes 30 truckloads, 50 truckloads.
The truckloads are full of food that has been rejected because of minor flaws, like typos on packaging, jars with the wrong labels, or jars of peanut butter and jelly that don't have any labels.
Every time a manufacturer makes some mistakes, like you had mentioned about there being some mistakes on products, we're happy about that because then we get the donations. And anytime there's human beings that are involved in a process, there's going to be mistakes and errors. And so that's why we're getting these donations here.
Once the food is ready for distribution, it is loaded into trucks and donated to local food pantries, soup kitchens, and other organizations. Sedgy said that without the food bank, those organizations would not be able to help the hungry.
We're the only food bank in Northwest Pennsylvania. We are the organization that all those other agencies rely on to supply the food that they need for their programs. So we need to be successful because if we weren't, then all those other agencies would close also.
This is what hunger looks like. Rows and rows of boxes, shelves and shelves of jars, and countless cans of food. Food that will be distributed to thousands of families. Families that can rest a little easier, knowing that they will have food on their plates, thanks to the Second Harvest Food Bank.